Let's now focus on Adhiban's game versus Magnus Carlsen. Guys, that is one of the most interesting. Bishop d7, queen b4, c5. Oh, Adhiban finds this move c5 because queen c5. Then there is bishop b5. This bishop suddenly becomes active. So Magnus takes the pawn here. Queen d6. Again, oh, Adhiban missed this. Bishop b5 was an important move which would have given him such a huge advantage. It would have given him a big advantage, but TK, he missed it. And if the rook would be saved somewhere, then the main thing is the queen could try to come. Queen could have been very active. The e file is lost, basically. That was the whole point. Adhiban went queen d6 here, threatening queen g3, queen f3, now bishop c6, queen e3, queen d1, threatening mate in 1. Magnus goes knight g2, rook f8. Oh, let's go to the game because I think a lot of moves have happened. Adhiban is lost here because he's an exchange down, and very nice counter-attacking move. If you take the queen, he takes the queen, and then these pawns are weak. I'm just going to go back to the point where the main mistake happened, but oh, he lost. And Magnus is not happy. He's like it went into a lot of complications which he did not really imagine. So
how exactly was Adhiban winning against Magnus Carlsen? That is the million-dollar question here. Although Amruta showed some of the variations, the win was actually very interesting to see. So in this position, Magnus went wrong with the move queen to b4. And this is where Adhiban got his chance. And mind you, they both had roughly around a minute or a few seconds, so it was not very easy. You have to play on intuition. You can't calculate. But here's how the win worked. First, Adhiban found the right move here, c5. Fantastic move by him because now he's making the white queen move. And notice that if the queen leaves this rank, then queen takes h4 happens because this pawn is pinned here. That is a very key element in the position. Another key element that you need to keep your eye on is that the rook will enter down and there is a mate. There's a back rank issue. Yeah, so just have to notice. Okay, first thing is if you take on c5, then yes, you can't straight away take on h4 because c7 is hanging. So you begin with bishop b5, attacking the rook. Now this is an interesting moment once again because the rook can go to many places. But let's look at c4. For example, if the rook goes anywhere else like rook g2, for example, then I can play bishop d6, attacking the queen. And notice again, the queen has been taken, like all its key squares to defend the h4 knight are taken, and next move you can just take it. So that's the reason why here c4 is kind of an important move. Then bishop takes g3, boom. What a move. King g3, queen check. And the main, one of the main reasons why you play bishop d5 in this variation is that when c4 comes, the main point is that your rook opens up. So you could also do this queen g5 directly. But the problem is that at the end of it, here, there's no rook joining it. So that's why you first play bishop b5, provoke c4, then take check, check, check. Knight has to go back, and then rook d1 is game over. So that was the line to queen takes c5. If we would have taken on b7 here, which happened in the game, Adhiban now went wrong with queen d6. So try to think what is the winning move here. It's a nice move that you have to spot. Yes, it is bishop b5 here. Again, same concept. This time, let's say the rook has many places to move, but we'll try to figure one by one. You don't want to move your rook away from the second rank because then takes and check, and that is game over. So you want to play your rook on the second rank, but let's say you go to g2, one move. Then here is another moment where you need to think black to play. It's a very tough move and I think very difficult. But all those who have understood the concept of discovered attack, pin, all these things can find it here. So you put your queen to e7, forming a discovered attack because 3 pieces in one line. So this bishop will move with a check and win this queen. And that's a beautiful move because it's over. Yeah, now there's just no way. For example, if you move your king away to g1, I still have bishop g3. Beautiful move. Takes and mate here. And any other option like king h1 trying to run away from there is also met with rook d1 and bishop takes g3, winning the queen. This was a very important move, queen e7 here. If you would have played rook f2, still queen e7 is very nice. And if you move away your queen, you know that queen takes h4 is lost. And notice how this queen cannot go and defend this knight. So these were the small subtle things that were involved after queen takes b7 to find first bishop b5 and then this little move queen e7, you know, on every variation to set up this discovered attack. Queen d6 was played in the game, but after queen f3, Magnus was back and then slowly Adhiban lost the thread and lost the game. But a very nice fight by the beast, almost beating the world champion there.